It is. All right. Westside Roundup. Let's blaze through these. If you're unfamiliar with our podcast here, the Westside Roundup is going to encompass Avon, Brownsburg, and Plainfield. And we do this as a quick little roundup, primarily because all these markets are so even with one another. All great school systems, great markets to be in, but really not worth dissecting each individual market. So I'm going to blaze through these. Why Mike kind of sits on the sideline doing something else, I'm sure. But here we go. I'm gonna dive into it. All right. Avon, August 2025 market report. We've got 44 active homes on the market, which is up 2.3% month over month. Average rental price is pretty stable considered in comparison to last month at $21.75. Average days on market is ticking up ever so slightly, just over 5.5% at 37 days, which is completely acceptable. Average price per square foot is at 96 cents, which is down just over 3%. Your apartments and condo figures there in the middle, you can kind of consume those at your desire. There's only 2 condos, so hardly anything to mention. And those 2 condos have been on the market for way too long. Your graphs there at the bottom so that you can track the year-over-year data, which is really, really awesome. In fact, the bottom left hand, which is tracking very closely to last year. So you should be able to predict what's going to happen in the coming months. Don't pay no attention to the sneak peek in the September figure where it upticks there. That is only a matter of days data, so it's really of no consequence. Avon sales data. Average days on market is at 38, so you're up 40%, but still 38 is extremely healthy. Average price per square foot is at 164, and your average sales price is ticking up in this market at 364. 17. A lot of new construction happening here, as well as Brownsburg rather. Homes sold 78. Average sales price over time. You can kind of take a look at that. And your number of homes sold on the bottom right hand informs you on how much you can plan to spend if you want to enter the Avon market. Getting into Brownsburg, number of active homes, we've got 37, which is up 15, a little over 15.5%. Average rental price at $22.49, which here again is ticking up. This is why we do all of these markets right at the same time. They're almost the exact same city. Average days on market at 32. Again, super healthy, just slightly lower than what we saw over in Avon, but it's up 28%, but extremely healthy. Again, a lot of new construction happening in this area. Average price per square foot is flat at $1.06. Your apartments and condos there right in the middle for you to digest at your desire. Let's get into the sales data. August 2025 for Brownsburg, and that's average days on market at 37. This one's actually ticking down a little bit, but almost identical to what we saw in Avon. Average price per square foot at 174. Average sales price, $344,911. So very similar again to what we're seeing over in Avon. That's up 6 point. Oh man, that's a scary figure. Up 6 ahead of Halloween, actually 6.66%. Home sold 61. Average sales price over time there for you to take a peek at. And then the number of homes sold, it tells you how much you plan to spend if you want to enter into this healthy market. Now, let's get into Plainfield, our last one that is desperately trying to separate itself from the Westside Roundup, but it's not yet. Number of active homes at 43, your average rental rate just over $2,000, almost at $2,100, but that's down. This is why I'm saying it's trying to separate itself, and I kind of had this vibe last month as well. It's the one outlier here on the West Side where it's actually down month over month. Average days on market, rather, are also down. It's at 34, which is almost identical to the previous 2. And your average price per square foot is identical at $1.06. Your apartments and condos there in the middle lines, you have 27 condos there at $1,250, 38 days on the market. So it does speak to a potential condo market. And then your graphs there for your individual consumption there at the bottom. And keep in mind, we do post these on all of our social media accounts. Nice, neat graph where you have all of our suburban areas, including Indianapolis, where you can track what's happening over time, all in one nice, neat graphic. And you can find those at all of our social media, where it's nice and neatly laid out there at the bottom of this graphic for you to find us on whatever social media you tend to use. All right, into the sales data. Average days on market is at 56. Average price per square foot at 181, and average sales price is continuing to tick up. So 356, 270. Number of homes sold is down at 46. Your average days on market, though, is a little bit higher than we saw on the other west side. So you're at 56, which is up 64%. So I don't know. Plainfield wants to be separated, and it's closer to earning that right. Average sales price over time is there in the bottom right hand corner for you to determine how much you need to spend in your number of homes sold and what price point. Again, this is your investor point of view. So any home that's sold under the $500,000 price point. So still a very affordable market to be a part of. The $200,000 to $250,000, which is where I find is a sweet spot to enter. Yeah,